Day in my life as a lab rat. Started out the day not taking my heart and blood pressure pills because those would affect the results of the tests. I still wanted to look cute and decent for the day because that always tricks my body into feeling better than I actually am. And then I headed off to the hospital. When I arrived at the clinic, I first changed into a little hospital gown, and I have worn so many of these in the past year. I've kind of grown to have preferences now of which ones I prefer, and I actually really like these ones.
Ellie, why do you want it up and down versus gotcha?
That was my mom, or the camera crew, as you could say, and she was doing an amazing job documenting as I got my EKG done, which was just to kind of see how my heart health was doing with the drug. Then I did a breathing test just to see how much it affects my vitals.
Breathe out, 1, 2.
My walking test was next, and this lasted for 6 minutes, even though it does not feel like 6 minutes when you're actually doing it. And then, of course, we ended with taking the heart and blood pressure again just to see how that all held up. Then I peed in a cup, not once, but twice, because they accidentally threw away my first cup. And then it was time for my least favorite test of the entire day. It's called the Tilt Table Test. And I've had 4 of these done in the past year, so I already knew what to expect, and I knew I was going to be feeling absolutely atrocious after this test. So basically what it is they strap you to this table and then they tilt you up until you're standing, and then you just kind of wait until you have symptoms. And of course there's an IV in you and all these devices, which does not make it any more fun. It barely takes me any time to start feeling symptoms. This specific time only took 2.5 minutes. I was sweaty, lightheaded, my hearing was going in and out, and insanely fatigued to the point where they almost had to bring me a wheelchair, but I just ended up staying there for about half an hour and drinking apple juice. So even though I didn't faint, I still went into pre-syncope, and the lingering effects of that, for me, will last at least an entire week. So that's also really why I hate this test, because it messes me up for so long. Oh, and then I also did another breathing test right before where I breathe out into a tube, and that one makes my heart go insane. And then I ended the day with my typical infusion that I get as treatment for this trial. She also drew my blood too because they needed that too. And then that was my day as a lab rat.